You probably heard about Scarlet Nexus, the upcoming action RPG game developed by Bandai Namco. I had a short but sweet experience with it, and I can tell you, this game has a lot going for it. So stick around because we will cover 5 things you need to know before buying Scarlet Nexus. Hello lovelies, I'm Miss Bubbles, welcome to the video. If you enjoy weekly content covering game reviews, upcoming games, sales, and more, make sure to squish that sub button with all the bubbly love that you got. The planet is being invaded by the Others, which are brain-hungry creatures, and the only way to rescue the world is to use the help of the Other Suppression Force, or OSF for short. These are military members using psionic powers. The world, on the other hand, is very advanced. Humanity can use superpowers to literally communicate through their brain. A psionic hormone was discovered in the human brain, which started a new era of technological progression. This is why the Others have appeared, because they want to consume these powerful brains. You can play as either Yuito or Kasane and can choose from 2 different voice acting versions, either English or Japanese. Yuito is a smart and young, newly recruited OSF member. He comes from a prestigious family. When he was a kid, he was almost killed by an Other when an OSF member saved him. So he feels like being one of the OSF is the right path to take. Kasane, on the other hand, is a confident and independent woman who is considered to be an elite soldier with exceptional combat skills. Both of her parents were killed by an Other, so she was adopted. We do know that she has a strong bond with her adopted sister Naomi, but that is pretty much all we know about her. The 2 characters will cross paths, but to experience the full story, you will have to play both campaigns. I usually do not like these styles of games because I rarely, if ever, like to replay a story, but Scarlet Nexus allows you to play both campaigns where each is very different and unique. The plot is pretty mysterious and there's a lot of question marks around it. Regardless, I think this is the right way to go about things. I usually like to go to my games a bit aware of what the story is about, but I do not welcome spoilers. What about you though? Do you prefer knowing a little bit about the story firsthand, or would you like to go in completely blind? I'm guessing you don't want to go completely blind since you're here, but hey, I'm just asking.
Yes, sir!
Scarlet Nexus adopts a third-person action RPG combat that is fast-paced and fun. I have personally never experienced a system that was this quick and sharp. I heard that games like Nier Automata use a similar hack-and-slash style, but I never played it, so I'm not sure. If you personally have, maybe this comparison can give you a feel of what to expect when playing this title. As mentioned earlier, you can play as either a male or female protagonist. Not only do they have their own backstory and storyline, they also have their own way of fighting the Others. Yuito prefers a sword with short-range combat, whereas Kasane will use knives with a mid-range stance. Both characters use something that is known as psychokinesis. So, you can throw cars and debris on creatures by using the L2 and R2 buttons. I played on the PlayStation 5, so I had access to the PS5 controller. This felt pretty good because I can feel, based on how heavy an object is, a strong resistance to the button presses. So the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers just feel really good and so satisfying. Keep in mind that whenever you use this psychokinetic power, you consume some of the energy gauge at the bottom, and the only way to restore it is by attacking the enemy with your actual weapon. After a while, you get to experience overdrive, where your character will turn into a powerhouse. Let's say they will go cray-cray. They will become faster, use less energy, and turn into a total badass. As if they weren't already. I played the demo in easy mode and struggled. Keep in mind that this is the first time that I experienced something like this. Besides, I won't make this an excuse, I always play on easy mode. Do you really want to convince me that I'm the only one here who plays games on easy mode because they don't want to get their butt kicked? I don't think so. I'm sure you know the famous saying, teamwork makes the dream work. This game adds a major emphasis to this phrase. You are not playing alone even when this game is technically a solo ride. As you progress through the story, you meet new allies which you can form bonds with. Some of these allies go with you to battle, and the bonding system is important so you form better friendships. The closer you are to them, the more powerful you will become on the battlefield together. There is a headquarters for you to meet up with your friends, and then you can do different quests together. I believe that some quests are simple, like you two talking together, while others will take you to the streets to fight some others. Now the fun part is during combat. You can borrow powers from your friends, and this differs between characters. The technique is called the Struggle Arm System, or SAS for short. Kasane, for instance, can be granted electricity powers, which offers you the perfect status effect around enemies submerged in water. Yuito, on the other hand, can have more of a fire effect to burn creatures. He can also use teleportation to reach areas that are blocked. The game gives you 4 abilities with each character that are completely different. And as you perform these abilities, you just feel awesome. You just feel so powerful, doing damage to the brain eating others. It is super cool. I must say, I enjoyed every single second that I had on the battlefield with the allies, and I was just craving more. I also really liked that the conversations were not the form of cutscenes that we are used to, rather they were through talking avatars with a fun cinematic in the background. And trust me, even as you explore the world, there is just so much dialogue, and this all helps make the characters seem more real, more relatable, and more fun to get to know. Scarlet Nexus is set in a futuristic Japan that gave me some cyberpunk vibes. That game. On a serious note though, the city is inspired by classic anime and Western science fiction. During the demo, I felt that the world was rather empty, with a lot of tall buildings and mainly roads with cars and debris that you can use in combat. However, Bandai Namco promises to have a game with much more fun cities that you can explore. One thing that I enjoyed in particular, and it's pretty much the thing that I always end up doing in open world RPGs, or let's say just RPGs in general, is going to different corners of the map to find secrets there. And in this game, you get to find jellies, which are your HP potions, and you can also find other secrets hidden around. However, I must say that there was something else that bothered me, and it was the map layout. This is because the map does not fully show, but rather shows which level you are at. In theory, that might sound good, but with a game that is filled with stairs and elevators and buildings, it is probably not the best idea to use this style of mapping. I might have not understood how the map works. I really hope that's the case. Otherwise, I really wish that the devs would fix the map, because there was a point where I was playing as Yuito and I was going insane trying to figure out how to get to the next part of my quest. I got lost so many times. It really felt like I was dealing with my real life. I'm just lost. I don't know where to go, what to do. As you traverse the world, you get to experience really fun music. When you engage in combat, you listen to this fast-paced, super cool music, and then when you're exploring the world, you listen to more calming tunes. Just hear this. I also do want to say that the enemies in this game are just weird, cool, unique, different. I just don't know what's the right word to say. I mean, one of them is literally a flower bouquet wearing heels. Another is a brown unicorn horse with a shield. And some, I still have no idea what the heck they were. You know, some of them are just weird flowers. Some of them are just, I don't know, they hide in cartons and stuff. It was weird. Credits to whoever came up with these designs. You, my friend, have an amazing imagination. What if this is all true though? What if there's really like others and they want to eat our brains? Just think about that. I do also want to talk a little bit about the menu. I feel like the menu is very important to talk about because it just gives the overall experience that one will have with a certain game and a certain world. In Scarlet Nexus, the menu is very in-depth. It is not one that is the most colorful or the most intuitive, but you can learn a lot more about your party members, items that you have gathered, card, equipment that you're using, the brain map, more story details, and a lot more. I don't know about you, but I love menu screens. I mean, at least 1/4 of the time we spend playing games, we are managing our inventories, looking through the map, and so on. An uncooperative menu is always like a big no-no for me. I just don't feel very connected with the game. Like, for example, with Rise of 2, I just love the menu. It's so pretty and so engaging. But what about you? Do you care about menus, or do you just really never focus on them?
Nice! It's burning! That must be its weak spot.
The game releases very soon. It's coming on June 25th, and you can play it on Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Steam. No, there isn't a Nintendo Switch port yet, but who knows? Bandai Namco has been giving the Switch a lot of love recently, so maybe they'll surprise us, especially if the Switch finally gets a tiny upgrade, making it a stronger system. The game is cross-gen, and each generation will be given the love it deserves with free patches, which is always welcome. Hey, I already paid a lot of money for my PlayStation 5 console. I'm not bougie yet to get codes for games, so paying more money just for patches, I'm out. There are also some really cool editions like the Guardians edition, which retails for $150, and it has an exclusive art book, steelbook, art prints, stickers, and in-game extras. Do you think you're gonna buy Scarlet Nexus? If yes, let me know down in the comment section. If not, tell me why. By the way, if you're still here, I think you need to know that there's a giveaway on my previous video, so go check it out. And I just want to say that you could have been doing anything, but you chose to spend your lovely time with me, and that is so freaking awesome. Always remember to stay bubbly, stay positive, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!